Hello everyone, I'm ACI1948 and this is Reddit. Safety first and OSHA thread. We're going to go through some of these and I'll react to them and see what exactly we're doing wrong. First day on the job and I saw this. Immediately left. What do we got? He's up on a forklift. And on a blonde pallet. To say, oh my goodness, guy. You couldn't have chose a blue one or a red one. Something with a little bit more strength to it. That's like the weakest one there is. These things just fall apart if you look at them the wrong way. Both of you know you shouldn't be doing that. Also, why are those not on pallets? That's supposed to be on the pallet and you're supposed to be on the floor getting it down. You're not supposed to use the pallet to go up there. Someone needs to learn how to do their job. There's plenty of room for all that to fit on a pallet and go in the air. Because that would clear. Yeah, the top of that's down low. That one's shorter than the one I'm used to using. The one I use isn't a ride on, it's a walk behind, but still. No. Concrete saw, no mask, no iPro, no ears. I will say here I'm a little dyslexic, so words are going to get mixed up. I might actually throw things in there that I don't mean to say or that are not actually in the text. Yeah, definitely got nothing's on him. You could have your pro, you could have a little bit of, you probably not. You're probably right. He's probably wearing nothing on that one. Not sure if the wooden edge of a playground is the best place to store your burning unsupervised blowtorch. Well, the flame is over here. That looks like it's a gravel asphalt. Yeah, he's fine. That part's not going to get hot. I don't know about leaving it unsupervised. A playground, yeah, I could see a kid running into that or picking it up and wanting to play with it. But kind of are supervising it. I mean, somebody took this picture. It just didn't take itself. Half full container of petrol. That got left in the sun for at least 2 days. Oh, thing was tight as a drum. Oh no. I've actually had this happen before. That thing is yep, she's bloated. Not the most fun to open. Take it to a cool, stick it in the freezer. Toss that bad boy in the freezer with the sticky knot on it. It says thermal deflation in progress. Sticky note on it, and he didn't spell it out. It's like every can in my shed. Yeah, I don't like fully sealed containers for that reason. Guy I worked with got fired for reporting this. Are we not using our 3 spots of safety? You're not fully connecting? I was reading the comments on this one because I wasn't totally sure. Someone said for the hand railing. I mean, this kind of looks like a work site. Yeah, that's not many steps, but I guess they can get you for that. But it's a ladder. Yeah, you got to use your brain when you're up on a ladder. You can't always have 3 arms on it. I can't tell you how many times I've been just my feet on the thing. Sometimes you got to put 1 foot on it, 1 foot on a shelf or whatever you're trying to work on to give you better leverage so you can reach. Oh, I was going to say case in point, scrolling down here, he's on a ladder too, but not quite the same way. Yeah, kind of, sort of. You could have put your foot on there to help give you a little more leverage. Just don't, you got to be careful, you know. If you're going to be on a ladder, you got to be mindful. It was a bit of work getting this ladder up on the roof without damaging the gutters. I don't know. I don't think that would have been too bad. That's a pretty steep sloped roof, though. 3 people riding a forklift. Propane tank only secured by 1 strap. That's fine. That's not going anywhere. The forklift I use at work only has 1 strap straight in the middle. Now, the 3 people aren't supposed to be on the forklift, no. But that's okay. Many forklifts have one strap to begin with. Yeah. But he's making too much of the straps. Straps are tight. Yeah, they are. Yeah, never seen it. The 3 people riding, sure. Yeah. I'm in agreement with that. Hey, did you check your bridge clearance before stacking that load? Is there a bridge coming up? I don't see one, but I could believe it. It's definitely some scrap up there. That's not too bad. Unless he is planning on going under a bridge that's too short. Then yes, it's very bad. You can mix random chemicals together in this labeled containers. If they're like basically the same thing. Fluid's supposed to be a dark blue. Yeah, don't mix chemicals. Nothing good comes of that. Well, for the most part, nothing good comes of that. I don't recommend it. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, the ice tray. It's just, oh, is it stuck on? Or is someone draining it out completely? Are you trying to get all the ice? I have no words. Those tubs get washed before... Oh, just like any pan or utensil. Maybe this tub is... I don't know. I've never worked at Taco Bell before. Skook him at it again. Oh, that's one way to get it loose. We got a forklift here pushing down on the it looks like the drain valve on an air pipe or air tank. Little bit of weight on there. Failed to see the issue. As long as you got your safety and your brother on safety squints engaged and your brother on speed dial. Does this every time he has to use a torch. I mean, you don't want to have to shut it off and then get your striker and then restart it every time, especially if you're just going to be away from it for a second. At least he's got it leaning up against a metal sawhorse here. Just be mindful of that hose and you don't whip it around and burn yourself. That would not be a fun day at work. Or just in general. So it's at my old job today. OSHA, never heard of her. Putting the flagpole up, or the flag on the flagpole. Is that another white pallet? God. If it clips, it's OSHA approved. But what's it clipped to? That looks a little bendy. I mean, it clipped. I wouldn't trust my life on it. Don't fall. No fall pro or restraint in the bucket. Right? Right, the main road. No fall pro or restraint in bucket. Right, the main road. Okay. Ladder was a bit short. Yeah, he's got, I don't know if that's a garage door. I'm not sure what that is. But he got about another foot out of it. I guess he needed it to get, yeah, that was pushing it. He's barely on that center truss beam there. Grip not found.exe. Oh, we got some racing slicks on this dump truck. Install the emergency exit, boss. Ooh, yeah, it'll get you out of there. It's in an emergency. I guess you could jump. You might be ahead to face the burning building, though. Well, it does not look like a pleasant fall. And considering there's stairs there, I imagine this goes down a little further. So hop here and then go down. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty high up there. Parking is hard, so cranes make parking easy. Just take the whole trailer, throw it in the lines. Cable contractor is working next door. Just put your ladder. Is it at least fiberglass? It looks like it's at least fiberglass. It's got that kind of orangish look to it, faded. But yeah, I don't know how much I'd want to put a ladder and climb on that. Seems legit. He's on two little narrow beams down there. Boy, that's got quite a offset angle to it. Cable contractor is working next door. Just put your ladder. Is it at least fiberglass? It looks like it's at least fiberglass. It's got that kind of orangish look to it, faded. But yeah, I don't know how much I'd want to put a ladder and climb on that. Seems legit. He's on two little narrow beams down there. And boy, it's got quite an offset angle to it. Look, an actual OSHA violation. I'm not totally sure where we're looking at here. Oh, the guy's underneath the... There he is. I mean, yeah, you don't want to be in there. That's a lot of weight on either side of you. That could possibly cave in. I mean, the machine's there to dig you out now. But that wouldn't work out very well. But, he should be fired. Yeah, that guy's kind of got a point. From what I skimmed over reading, they should at least have some, like, boards on either side of them or something. No sloping, steeping, 4 feet, standing person side. So you guys should have high vis on, one with no helmet. Yeah, on a cruise lift swing. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Scissor lift was being worked on at the time. So let's get the forklift. It must be a white pallet. You're hiding it from me now. Oh, look around. You know it's one of these flimsy white pallets. I don't know why those are so popular. I get it, they're cheap, but I don't like them. They just fall apart. The plastic ones aren't that great either. They're slick. I almost think I'd trust a okay looking white one over a plastic one, because they like to move around real easy on those forks. Don't worry, God will protect us. Are you taking the dumpster up there? You got in the inside of the bell tower? I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Risky physics. I mean, it can't go very far, I wouldn't think. You're kind of locked in there, and it's pushed up good against that. Shocking fire hazard. What's it hooked into? I gotta know now. I mean, it works if it's like for a temporary setup, but if you got that in there for like a solar panel setup or something like that, no, definitely not. Get the right connectors. They're not that expensive. A lot cheaper than having a house fire. It's called counterbalance, bro. Buddy system. Fall protection. Just hold on to each other. Then you both can fall. Cut that pipe. It works until it doesn't. Well, don't cut the wrong limb. Respect your welding machine when you gouge. Don't crank it out. Man, they're a little too hot there. Chairs are so unsafe. Buckets must be good enough, right, though? just sitting on buckets, going to the next job site. Run the wild today. If it's what you gotta do, it's what you gotta do. I've put a ladder in the bed of the truck to get to a roof before. Just put something heavy in there and make sure you don't have a slick bed. I mean, like a bed liner or something, because those can be slippery. Always a good sign when every fire alarm at the hospital is out of service. Full alarm and dial extension. Do not use. Yeah, no fires. Don't have a fire here. I said that ladder is fine. I've been using it all week. No, I don't get on that. That's one of the spots where this thing's getting supported at. expiry 4 to 5 months ago. 9-foot working length. What is it? I'm not totally sure. Is it a climbing rig? Is it a harness? Maybe it's a harness. I think it's a harness of some sort. Yeah, definitely don't. Yeah, like that's your safety line. Don't let those go bad. Get the job done. I have been up in a bucket before too. I go ragging on people for getting on a forklift, and I say I've been up in a bucket before. As long as the guy that's driving it doesn't knows his controls well and doesn't start tipping that bucket forward, you're okay. You can do it. Now, working on electrical lines, you would want to be like in a fiberglass bucket, not a metal one. Ooh. I just see a lot to go wrong there. What happens when you end up hiring the least responsible bidder? You just stand up on the corner. I mean, people have walked around without harnesses for years. My dad used to get up on houses and he'd just walk around beams like that. Because they didn't have harnesses. This was a long time ago, you know. He just didn't fall. Using stilts while on scaffolding, while on a set of stairs. I mean, if the scaffolding is like, you know, it's not. But if it, well, it's got to be have some sort of like offset to it for it to be at flat a surface. Rushing attempt to repair and rebuilding housing for occupied commercial residents. Just put a quick tin roof over the top of it. Hey, it works. Just keep the rain off you. Caution. This is not a manual override. Do not press this button. It can result in damage to the product. This applies to body sizes 1 and 2. Don't press this button. How to briefly, oh man, focus state of panic in your supervisor. That definitely would until you look a little closer at the blue. No, unless you think that's paint on the ground. Yeah, that's definitely a scary sight to walk up on, even as a prank. That's. At work, we have a guard to protect us from the kill wire. Swap bridge. Huh. Must be an overflow there, but I guess that's to get out to service it. I mean, it's not really that much different than swimming out there. As long as you can swim the ladder, it's not going to make much difference. Unless you get hooked up in it, but Jenga. Uh-oh. Something fell over. What is going on here? Oh no, I see it now. He had to get it level. I thought something just fell over and the lift was like leaned this way and the front end was up. No, he actually built a Jenga tower there. Boy, it'd be a dangerous game of Jenga to play. A lot of faith in those little straps. Is that all he has holding that up, or straps going there and there? Or is he just strapped on? No, there's a platform under him. It's safe just past these guys on lunch break. He's just giving them a ride back to work. The knife handles of our knife cause them to not be in full contact with the magnet. They fall off onto our workspace sometimes. Ooh. Yeah, you have your hands there working with something and the knife just goes, wham! Lose your hand. Tornado shelter at work requires a key card to access. Authorized personnel only. Ooh, you better hope the right guy's around when those tornado alarms go off. Corporate sent us the safety poster that Phantom put up in the break room. Oh boy. This might be the last one we do. Do not operate pallet jack, manual or electrical until you're trained and authorized. I never really need to be authorized for normal manual pallet jack, the electric one I see. Always check pallet jack, manual or electric. Who thought this was a good idea to put this text over it? I can't hardly read it. To see that it's always in good working order before attempting to use it. Confirmation load is lifted with capacity limit. Yeah, you're not going to know that till you start picking up on it. I mean, they're generally around 5,500 pounds, somewhere in there. Some are 3,500. It all depends on what your size of your jack is. Notify supervisor about any faulty equipment, and then it'll get set to the side and someone will go bringing it back and go, oh, there's a jack sitting outside, and then it'll get brought back in, and then everyone's wondering, well, why is this broken jack in here? And then it gets shipped back outside. True story. Actually happened last night, so I can confirm. Always inspect the load, yeah. OSHA recommends limiting the necessary force to less than 50 pounds. Limit load size. OSHA recommends limiting the necessary force to less than 50 pounds. What do you mean, to jack it up? Is that what you're talking about? When pulling loads, always be observant for any overhead obstruction. Well, yes. Ensure jack is centered straight in the pallet. Yes. Never attempt to lift a load with only one fork. Sometimes you have to. There have been some times where it's just so far up against something, or there's another pallet in front of it that you can't get to, and you just have to lift it up and kind of slide it over a little bit. Uh-oh. I better watch what I say. We're about at the end of the video. Never attempt to load with one fork. Obtain assistance when pulling a heavy load on wet floor or grade. I mean, a heavy load, it's always nice having a push, but make sure you and the person that's pushing you are on the same page. Because one person was trying to tell you to stop, and the guy behind you just keeps on pushing. You can run you into a wall or into someone. Swing wide for corners. Yeah, that's something that a lot of people, when they first start running them, me included, definitely have an issue with. You got to get used to making wide turns. Use extra caution when separating jack. When operating jack on a grade, never turn sharp on a grade. Yeah, you can knock a pallet over, or you can have, one side just totally come off the ground and the pallet just decide, whoop, and go on over. Use walls of truck bed as brake to help keep heavy loads controlled at speed. Yeah, if you're a lot of these trailers are on a downhill ramp, slight ramp. I'm over exaggerating with the mouse, but so yeah, if it starts getting away from you, just kind of run it into the wall, it'll stop. I always let jack down when jack's is left unattended. Some people do, and some people just aren't big fans of that. It all depends on what you're doing, but generally you want it down. If you're stopping, throwing one thing off and then moving on, you don't have to put it down for that, but if you're going to leave it sit somewhere, I'd recommend it. Make sure pallet jack's complete stop and down stop position before releasing handle. Keep all body parts, hands, arms, feet from getting underneath the pallet. I totally agree with that one. And also be careful that it doesn't get away from you while you're pulling it, because I had to go and stop one time. Steel toes are highly recommended as well. Well, it's turned into me talking about a pallet jack an awful lot, didn't it? But yeah, because I went to stop it, I pushed forward on the handle, and it wasn't slowing down. It was a really, I think it was water I was moving, a big pallet of water bottles. And I think it was a little high. I think it had other stuff stacked on top of it. It was a really heavy pallet. And I went to stop and couldn't get stopped, so I turned this handle sideways. And that makes, there's two wheels on the back of these for those that don't know about pallet jack. And you can, and that acts like a brake too, especially if it's coming straight at you. You got to be careful because sometimes you turn it and the thing wants to turn sideways, but it will keep it from hitting you for the most part. I put one foot forward to brace myself and ended up bending back two of my nails on my big toe and the one next to it, and it got all swelled up. That wasn't fun. And ever since then, I've wore steel toes, and they are a lifesaver. Graphic design is their passion. They're between passion and profession. Can't help but notice. Don't ride. Ah, he's got a point. Don't ride the pallet jack or kick as a scooter. Yeah, don't do that either. That's why we have steel toes. Yep, just boots. Just slam it down. You can get stopped. Oh boy. So yeah, be careful if you're using the pallet jack. We're going to leave it here, and to whoever printed this off, we could do a quick redesign idea on that. Make the pallet jack a little bit smaller, maybe off to the side, up in the corner or something. Maybe make it like an outline instead of a full-on colored picture. Or maybe you could have done this just in white, like a hard white with an outline around each letter, and then it'd show up at least instead of black, because we already have a lot of dark colors going on here. Boy, this video is just getting all over the place. Now I'm just talking. One more, considering I went on a giant pallet jack rant. I'm sure there's more I can say on that. Looks like they did another one up high. I want to see that one. We don't need a railing. Just paint it yellow and repeatedly stencil caution on it. Just pick out the good pipettes from the broken ones. Broken glass. Grab carefully. Put your gloves on. Oh no, Andrew Camarda. He made it on here. Love his content. Go check him out. I'm going to leave a link to him for anyone who hasn't seen his stuff. Excellent videos. I love watching his stuff. He's building this. That's all out of shipping containers. Well, yeah, go check that out. I have the power. You have a lot of power. It's all. It's all linked together and going into one outlet. I want to see you load that up. Oh boy. No body harness. We believe we can fly. Oops. Yeah, they're up there. No harness in sight. He's got a balance pole. I see no problem here. Scaffolding with a ladder. I mean, that does make it a little easier to get that weird side tin on. Make sure you pull out the orange part. Bonus broken ground found. Missing any other outlet. Yep, it sure is gone. And that's, yep, broken. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. I saw this on Twitter today. We got to get it out there somehow. Excavation. Oh, no shoring. Yeah. that could fall in at any time. It looks like pretty compacted dirt. High school wood shop. Oh, they're roughing up some. They're doing a electrical area in front of this panel must be 36 inches. Okay. It is an OSHA violation, but looking at this, it looks like they're doing a mock-up. We kind of did something like this where we put studs together for construction class. That's where I was looking for. We built like a full-on, like a door frame, and it was like a tiny, like 4x4 room we built inside the shop class, and we ran wires around it and everything and put electrical in. Pretty good class. Running out of room, I guess. I read the danger sign to the left. Read the danger sign to the left. Well, I don't think I can zoom in that far. Area in front of this electrical panel must be kept at 36 inches. Yep, they just threw it right in front of it. Right in front of all the danger. Bed on wheels. Yeah, he's right. Bed's on wheels. You can easily push it out of the way. Super safe. Just a piece of board. Safety is a must. Alright, this will be the last one. Help keep you safe on the job. Your employer is required by OSHA to to create an armored tank to hide it. A direct phone line to the president. Safety and health program. I want all the above. That is great. Incorrect. No. They must make me an armored tank to hide in. And inside it better have a direct phone line to the president. If an employer isn't offering me a tank, I'm quitting. Looking for new employment. Is anyone hiring? Tank needs to be provided within first month. No cardboard boxes. Or photo of Panzer do not count. This tank's I'm not a child. This is what I vote for my well-being. Oh. Alright. That's going to do it for this video. Yes, I want an armored tank to hide in. I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and hit like, subscribe for more. And if you didn't, I honestly don't know what to tell you. I hope you did. I'll see you in the next one. I do plan on doing more reactions to the Reddit stuff. This is pretty fun. And if you got any recommendations, try and keep them clean. I'm trying to keep this channel somewhat family friendly. I know there's a lot of stuff on Reddit that's not even YouTube appropriate. So I'll see you. Leave them in the link or comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.